2024 was a year without a whole lot of good new game releases. Now, we did have a few that were good, such as Black Myth Wukong, and a lot of really good remakes or remasters. My personal game of the year ended up being Paper Mario The Thousand Year Doors remake. But to the surprise of many, Team Asobi delivered with the release of Astro Bot, which would actually sweep many of the Game of the Year awards. Even better, it has a mostly easy platinum trophy. Keyword, mostly. Astro Bot consists of 44 base game trophies, including the platinum, along with, as of this recording, 19 DLC trophies. And we will be getting all of them. The game is considered to be about a 3 out of 10 in difficulty and takes about 15 hours to platinum, alongside the DLCs, which will take about another 3 hours, but can range anywhere from like a 1 to a 4+ in difficulty, depending on your skill level. So, let's jump on into Super Mario Galaxy 3 and see if it was deserving of Game of the Year. The story of this game is basically that a giant alien destroys our PS5 mothership, and we have to put it back together while rescuing hundreds of missing little robots. We escape from the desert by repairing a satellite, enter our first true level, and get our first trophy for saving our first bot. Well, I see our first rescue bot over here. One bot down. Alright, that's our first trophy. A couple minutes later, we grab the trophy for our first puzzle piece, which is an additional type of collectible. And just another way up. Oh, there's a puzzle piece. Alright, that's our first puzzle piece. Very good. Anyway, the first level is honestly easy enough, and then we head to the hub world. I promise it'll look a lot better once we've rescued a couple hundred bots. We play a nice ice cream themed level. Then there's a rolling ball level, told you this was Galaxy 3. And after like a solid hour, we grab a trophy for scoring a slam dunk on this basketball hoop. Yeah, baby! Oh, trophy. Unjammer Slammy. Successfully dunked the basketball. Cool. The Ape Escape level grants us our very first ship part, earning a trophy. Or the mothership's memory, okay. That's part of our ship! And we're sailing on the memory card. Unforgettable. Recover the memory. Nice. Alongside one for opening up the Gotcha Lab. What does that get me? License to spend. Open the Gotcha Lab. Okay. From here, we grab every bot in the Gorilla Nebula world for a trophy. There he is. All bots in Gorilla Nebula rescued. Followed by our first gotcha prize for another trophy. Lots of them coming quick. Oh great, this again. Banana! And first prize, awesome. More levels are progressed through with various new abilities, and we tackle our first shape challenge level, which will eventually become some of the most annoying levels in the game. We play through the mini mushroom level, and upon its completion, we have found enough puzzle pieces to open up the dual speeder garage for a trophy. Awesome. That's trophy. Open the dual speeder garage. And with that, stream 1 is complete with okay progress so far and a lot of fun. The second stream begins with diving back into the tentacle system. We also tackle a crumble rumble level. The last one or two of these are actually quite challenging. I love beach levels, even when they involve being assaulted by giant squids or octopuses or whatever this thing actually is. We tackle the God of War level, creatively called Bot of War, and upon defeating the boss at the end, we earn a trophy for rescuing every bot in this system. And that's it! We have rescued the second ship part. Awesome! And this is almost immediately followed by a trophy for recovering the SSD. Let's see. Yep, that's trophy. SSD. Still in the crash site, I was assaulted by a giant spiky ball. Granted, it was probably more like self-defense anyway, but I got a trophy, so that's okay. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. Our next level is a massive casino. Gotta get them kids hooked on gambling early since Vegas is currently dying. Thankfully, chat was kind enough to notify me of a trophy related to winning on all of these slot machines, so thanks everybody. Alright. Trophy. Awesome. Easy trophy. There's also this straight up like Iron Giant level, which is pretty neato. Then a more challenging Crumble Rumble, along with a relatively easy Shapes level, and then one that's a little more annoying. We step on a giant snack, tackle a fun little Uncharted level, rescue the GPU, and then get 2 trophies for rescuing the GPU and opening the changing room. Yep, doing it for you. Ooh, what's this? Changing room. Ooh, we can change outfits now! Clearing this pixelated battle level earns a trophy for all bots in Serpent Speedway, and we end the second stream with 158 bots rescued so far. Is that it? Alright, that was easy. Every bot in Serpent Speedway! Nice! We start the third stream with some desert levels, and it should probably be mentioned that some of the levels contain secret exits you have to find to unlock some later bonus levels. Well, I don't know if I call them bonus, but you get what I mean. Soon enough, we enter a swimming-heavy level, where we pop a trophy for jumping through some hoops. Yep. Oh, it's a trophy! Okay, so it's not anything else, it's just a trophy. I spent like 18 minutes struggling on this splashing sprint level, and upon clearing an easier Shapes level, we get 2 trophies for opening up the Safari Park. Ooh, what do we get? The Safari Park! And taking our first picture inside. Very cool. Strike a pose. Took a picture at a photo spot. Trophy unlocked. We go through a spoopy level, which seems kind of violent for a children's game. The Loco Roco level is a motion-controlled slight mess, but clearing the level unlocks a trophy for finding every bot in the Camo Cosmos. Alright, nowhere to hide. Rescue all bots in Camo Chaos, I think is what we repair the cooling fan with the latest flavor of Mountain Dew, which earns us another story trophy. Parts, there's only one more. And then the final area, and keep it cool! There was a slightly finicky trophy for climbing to the top of the mothership as well. Oh, there it goes. I was worried there. We conclude the third stream with one of the many miscellaneous trophies in the hub area for taking a picture with Crash Bandicoot. I guess... there it goes. Bust a move with an iconic marsupial. The shorter fourth stream begins with a lava level, another spoopy level, a snow level, and a possibly Ghost of Tsushima focused level. Can't freaking wait for the sequel. With 233 bots rescued, we dance with a bunch of them for an easy trophy. Got it! Bot Revolution! I then knock out 2 more easy trophies for destroying a bot wall, and then basically one for damaging a bot tower. That's a trophy, yep, Wallbuster. Yep, got it. Knock a bot out of a bot tower without the whole thing collapsing. That is a trophy done. I cleared another annoying Shapes level, and finished out the stream with the pathetic excuse of a game that is Call of Duty Black Ops 6. We're now on to the 5th and at the time final stream for Astro Bot. I did a Lost Galaxy level, another Beachy level, this level that reminds me of Toy Time Galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy 1, and earn a trophy for rescuing every Lost Galaxy bot. Alright! Hey, there we go! All the bots in Lost Galaxy rescued! Awesome! We fight the Djinni, I probably butchered that, do some collectible cleanup, and then fight this gigantic robot pirate, but the stream managed to crash at the end because this was still on my old laptop. Anyway, upon getting that fixed, we were up to 282 out of 304 original bots rescued. So I decided to go back and grab a few miscellaneous trophies. We capture a golden butterfly in the Ape Escape level. Got him! Net profit. Defeat all 8 ravens in the Bot of War level, but Oh, there it went. Yeah, that took a while to load in. And collect all 3 golden eggs in the dude rating level. Got it! The Lost Legacy. Awesome. Oh, and then back in the hub world, I won my 150th gotcha prize for yet another easy trophy. Alright! Ghost of Tsushima object and a trophy. We progress through a few more levels, fight this weird mechanical bird boss thing, and then we finally enter the Horizon Zero Dawn level where we defeat 7 enemies with the Tripcaster for another trophy. Most of them. 6, I think. One more. Got him. Yep, there we go. It worked. Alright, we got the miscellaneous trophy. Awesome. We fight a giant robot dinosaur, rescue another ship part, and earn a trophy. Alrighty. Take cover. Now it's time to blast off and take down the big bad alien with our giant fleet of console ships that reminds me way too much of the original Jimmy Neutron movie. All the consoles in PlayStation history going out as... Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. That's so ridiculous but cool. What is this, the freaking Jimmy Neutron movie? Yeah, this is like the freaking Jimmy Neutron movie when they just modify all the roller coasters and stuff. After this sort of shmup section, the alien fight itself isn't too hard overall. And soon enough, he is defeated and earns us a gold trophy. A lot to process. Is there another trophy that pops with that? I guess not. Also, there's a nice little bonus credit destruction level to end off the story. Crumble Rumble 5 is definitely a challenging level, though it is cleared after a few minutes. That all of them? Shortly after this, we rescued the last bot in Feather Cluster for a trophy. Okay, got through that part. Oh, that was it. Well, that was really easy. Followed by one for unlocking the golden statue. That's all the puzzle pieces collected. The golden bot level is now available. Monumental achievement for unlocking the golden statue. Now it's time to rapid fire a few trophies at the crash site, starting with listening to the ship parts sing. So we have to witness all the mothership parts singing at once. Here, maybe? Yep, there it is. Okay, that was easy. Then we capture a photo of 2 legendary explorers. There it goes. Well, that's very finicky. Freeze Kratos. There it goes. Alright, that was easy. Make a tough guy drop his stuff. Alright, that was easy. And get into a fight with 2 professionals. There it goes. Alright. That's 4 more trophies knocked out right there. We only have 4 left in the base game. So now it's time for the hardest trophy and level in the base game, which is the Grand Master Challenge. It's an absolute gauntlet of a level. It includes aimbotting fire blast enemies. Then I might have actually broken the game a little bit here. What the f***? Okay, I don't even know how that's possible. I've never seen that happen on anyone's playthrough, so that's a first. There's a surprising number of deaths to this first particular set of enemies. And needless to say, I definitely got at least a tad bit annoyed, at least 5% angry. What did I just get hit by? If I killed the enemy, the ice platforms would disappear and I would die. If I don't kill the enemy, I die. There is no possible way to do this level. This is impossible. Okay. What?! Doesn't f***ing work. Again, what am I supposed to do? I can't dodge the fireballs. Again, there's no way. He wasn't even shooting. And he just randomly winds up and hits me there. He wasn't even in his shooting animation. Despite my struggles, the level ultimately only took about 25 minutes to get through, so it honestly could have been a lot worse. Holy shit, that level was awful. That was a horrible level. Horrible, horrible level. Should have never been in the game. Completely untested, completely unplayed, absolute crap. Thank God it's done. Never have to play it again. Now we just have 2 base game trophies left, and they're both easy miscellaneous ones. The first is for giving this giant tree a full facial. Yep, there it is. I only won 2 of the 8 rounds, Jake won the rest. And then, we unalive 2 wormies at the same time for our final trophy and the platinum. Because I suspect it's going to take a full, at least, hour to beat all of them. Wait! There it is! Double dig in. And... astronomical. Outside of 1 or 2 of the challenge levels, this was a wonderful game. Outside of 1 or 2 of those awful challenge levels, this was a great game. However, we aren't done just yet, as we have 5 speedrun levels to complete. Completing all of them within a set time will unlock 2 bots per level, and a total of 6 trophies. To be honest, I found all these levels like really easy, and I cleared all of them within like 15 minutes, so here are all those trophies. Did I beat it? I got one of them. I got the blue one. Got the blue one. Not too bad. Breezy Rescue. First try. Yeah, that's the easiest one. That's by far the easiest one. Oh, we did it. Yep. That's not that bad. That's entirely on me for being bad at the game with that particular power-up. And we got the blue, so that's 1. 1 more to go. Thank you. God, that was not my fault. That was just the game being stupid. Alright, we did it. We finally beat it. Even with those levels done, Astro would eventually grace us with 3 more DLCs and 13 more trophies. Again, that's at the time of recording. It may end up being even more in the future, but I don't know yet. First off, we have the Winter Wonderland DLC, which is actually just a standard level with 3 very easy trophies. The first is for changing into the Santa outfit. So we gotta open up 15 presents. Ooh! There's a trophy. That's one of our 3 trophies. Changed into the festive outfit. So now we have to beat the level and climb the tree. Then taking a photo atop the Christmas tree. Yep, that's a trophy. And spending about 20 total minutes actually completing the level. This was a solid one. Let's get some more of these, Team Asobi. Is this the last present? It's the last bot. It's a Spider-Man bot. Let's go. Unwrapped. Alright. That's the DLC. For DLC 3, we have 5 more speedrun levels to finish, but all 5 trophies are simply unlocked for beating each level in any amount of time. After a bit of relearning, I clear TikTok Shock. Alright, that's 1. That's our first bot. Trying to figure out... who is that? Armored Hardcore really isn't bad, even though I was kind of bad at the game, and I took about 7 minutes, which is like 6 minutes longer than my longest relationship. Actually, that's a lie, but regardless. Alright, we're good. That's 2 levels down. 3 more to go. Hard to Bear is cleared in 1 or 2 tries. Oh, wow. I got through that level first try. That level was easy. Cockadoodle Doom takes a few tries in about 5 minutes, but ultimately isn't much of a problem. Yeah, again, this is not even that hard of a DLC. I'm just terrible at it. Then there's Thrust or Bust, which I would say is probably the hardest level of this DLC. I was on this one for like a good 15 minutes, but it may have been more of a skill issue. Probably was. There we go. Okay, that level was terrible. That one was not fun. Easily the worst of those 5. But hey, that's it. 1 DLC left, and this one's a bit of a doozy with one particular level. High Inflation was only challenging because I was relearning to play the game yet again. Okay, we're good. Good. Now we're going blind. And that's it. That was not particularly highly skilled. Alright, I think that's a Final Fantasy bot, correct? Handheld Havoc isn't awful despite the banana climbing portions. And we made it. Okay, that level actually wasn't that bad. Oh, that's our Ghost of GOTY bot. Let's go. Suck It Up involves a few fails, but overall doesn't cause too many problems. Definitely not a speed run, but that level was actually really easy. I was just really bad at it. And Twin Frog Trouble is cleared quite fast. Or found something that I wasn't supposed to. Okay, that level was super easy overall if I was just not terrible at the game. However, our final trophy is locked behind Mega Mix Mastery, one of, or to many players, the actual hardest level in the entire game. This is basically the Grandmaster Challenge, but with a different set of individual challenges within it. It's all about using a large number of the game's different power-ups correctly, which is much easier said than done. And there is most certainly some stress and anger here. I would say my anger got to at least like 24% this time. I didn't even touch the electric. Anyone want to slow that one down and replay that one? I definitely did not touch any electric there. What am I supposed to do? Seriously, what am I supposed to do? It's not working now. Between this guy with his super inconsistent... Why did that not work? Why did he not land on the ledge like he has on every other playthrough of this game? Come on! No! Absolutely not. I killed that thing. What was I supposed to do if the platform decided to change its speed at the last second and kill me? Ultimately, that final level took a solid 30 or 35 minutes, but honestly, it was nowhere near like the hardest thing I've ever done in games. I think it's a little bit overrated in terms of its overall difficulty, even if it was kind of annoying. Worst level we've had in a while. That was pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Is that Sephiroth? Or is that another Final Fantasy? Overall, Astro Bot was a fantastic game with a handful of really annoying and problematic levels. I would say it was probably my favorite new game of 2024, but it ranks behind at least one remake from the year. I had fun, but yeah, a few of those levels kinda hurt the overall experience for me. But even so, I'm absolutely 100% excited for any future entries in this franchise. Thank y'all for watching. Please like and subscribe, ring the bell if you haven't done so already. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this game, if you think it deserved Game of the Year, and I will see y'all back here real soon for more trophy content.